Hello, my name's Michael Conneely, and this video is about the Saturn Pluto conjunction and how to handle it. So basically, a vast new demand is setting in for us as I speak now at the beginning of November 2019. The Saturn Pluto conjunction is closing tighter and gathering. This video is actually an add-on to our November Astrology and Healing newsletter, and if you look at the bottom of that newsletter, you'll see the Vedic ephemeris and the Western ephemeris, which shows the planet positions, so you can see how Saturn was transiting some time ago retrograde side by side with K2, the south node of the moon, and in fact Saturn then turned direct, and now Saturn is separating from K2 because K2, the south node, carries on retrograde through Vedic Sagittarius when Saturn has turned direct. But Saturn is moving towards Pluto in Vedic Sagittarius. And so the Saturn-Pluto conjunction that I'm talking about is growing closer and closer, stronger and stronger as an energy in our lives. In other words, we are beginning to move out of the incredibly tense Saturn-K2 conjunction, and we're beginning to have to respond to the Saturn-Pluto conjunction. So, what is the energy of the Saturn-Pluto conjunction? What is the energy that we will arise out of the period of great tension, ever present in our lives from the Saturn-K2 conjunction? Well, negatively, Saturn-Pluto is a person who is very controlling and strict and severe, and if they have it in their birth chart, they need to work with that to bring out the best potential of Saturn-Pluto combination. What is the best potential? Well, basically, I am coming to feel and experience that what Saturn-Pluto is offering us is this. You see, Saturn is structure, and negatively he is our blocks and our blinkers and our prison walls. And Pluto is, of course, deep transformation, death and rebirth. So what I want to say is, I believe the highest expression of Saturn-Pluto is a strategy for transformation in our lives, a container for transformation in our lives. Indeed, a grail, a Holy Grail that holds the divine immense power that is Pluto. A grail holding the fire of transformation in our lives, a strategy. And I believe I have just beginning such a strategy. I am holding the grail for the transformation I need and I feel my work needs. But before I go into that, I want to sort of say a bit about Pluto as death and rebirth. I do offer journeys to make a descent into the abyss and then arise. So what they are journeys to descend into the abyss, to meet Pluto as the keeper of the abyss, and then arise to meet Pluto as Kether, the crown chakra, connected to the divine. You see, the point is we carry wounds and guilts and secrets and hurts. And they can be blocks to us connecting to the energy of the divine. They can be barriers. They can obsess our minds, for example. They can inhabit our bodies and harm what should be our beautiful body energies. And so what I'm saying is that at this time we do need to have the strategy for wonderful transformation that is Saturn Pluto at its best, the Holy Grail containing our transformation and light. But because it's Pluto here, this may involve a descent into the abyss, to there meet Pluto as the keeper of the abyss, and to face the keeper of the abyss and dialogue with him, and maybe leave the wounds and hurts and guilts and secrets in the care of the keeper of the abyss. And he may ask a price. But then, lightened, we can arise from the abyss and joyfully and powerfully live in our bodies, connected to Kether, the crown chakra, Pluto in his other form as Kether, the crown chakra. And we can move forward holding our Holy Grail and bring about the wonderful strategy that will be a bliss in our lives, a benefit for other people, and a healing for our body and for our consciousness. And I certainly feel that's where I'm at now. I think through overwork I've been ill for a year until recently, but I've had wonderful healing, and I do really feel I am correctly perceiving the nature of the Saturn-Pluto conjunction that is now getting closer and closer and stronger, arising out of the long tension of the Saturn-Ketu conjunction. It's time now for you to find your needed life strategy forward. Create the strategy, create the container. Let that container be full of the transformational light and power of Pluto, and if necessary, go through the descent into the abyss, the dark night, and the needed healing, so as to arise with Pluto at his purest, contained within the Grail with which you walk forward into your future now. Incidentally, I want to say that following a recent journey received from one of my wonderful rune students, she described the descent into the abyss as a journey down a passageway of stone stair steps, down and down, and there meeting the Earth Mother, perceived in her form as a woman in black, and giving the Earth Mother the wounds, the hurts, the guilts, the secrets, for the Earth Mother to compost and recycle, so that from that meeting with the Pluto force, with the face of the Earth Mother, we can then arise, healed, lightened, and connect to the divine light, go back up the stone steps that headed down to that underworld, and stand pure and well and powerful and energetic on the face of this earth, holding the Grail, containing our work strategy forwards, our health strategy forward, our life strategy forward, holding the Grail that contains the pure Kether inspiration energy of transformation, and stride forward, healed and well, thanking the Earth Mother for what she gave us, heading into our future. So what I'd like to say now is, first of all, look within yourself. Is there a strategy now that you would do so well to embrace? Can you create a strategy and a container for this light-inspired path forward? Do you need, in order to be successful, to do a journey into the underworld, to face all the things that are dragging you down, and so as to be able to let go of them, so as to arise and be able to go back to the surface of the earth and stride forward with your special strategy and task now that will be so good for you, for your body, for your consciousness, and for your work in this life, and good for others? So look within yourself now. Is a pathway forward calling to you now? And if so, combine the containment power of Saturn and the strategy that Saturn can offer, the patience, hard work and discipline that Saturn at his highest, and use that as a container for Pluto at his highest, which is Kether, connection to the divine light. So I'm hoping this video may inspire you to look within now so that you can walk forward with the best beauty and connection and most powerful transformation during your walk forward as the Saturn-Pluto conjunction closes tighter from the making of this video. You can get in touch with me for an astrology reading. Go to my starwheelastrology.com website to enroll. And also look at the main November Astrology and Healing newsletter, that this is an add-on. If you like this video, please subscribe to my videos using the YouTube subscribe button below. And incidentally, okay, well, what are the strategies I'm bringing in my walk forward, holding the Grail of transformation? Well, number one, I teach many astrology courses, and for many years they've been correspondence courses, totally individual and so valid for that, so genuine, a sharing between me and you. But I'm adding to the correspondence course the possibility that for a small enrolment sum, any student can have a face-to-face session with me on Zoom if they feel they would like to, deeply understand and connect with a particular issue they're handling on their correspondence course. And other wonderful things are happening that I'm containing in my Grail as I walk forward now. So working with a lady in Sweden, Frida Widlund, she's an artist who's started doing a series of wonderful paintings of the gods and goddesses of the ancient Norse. And I'm going to be placing those for sale on my Rune Path website. And also working with a woman in San Diego, California, Leah Cruz. I'm extending my rune course and adding to it optional magical pieces of work with the energy of each rune. So for example, if you've worked with the first rune, Feu, in my course, Feu, the rune of value issues and wealth, and added to that, as my course has always done, by rune stance, embodying it, and by Galda or rune chants, chanting the name of the rune, now you'll be able to subscribe for magical work to heal the issue of wealth in your life, and of course, the qualities of all the runes, not just the first one, obviously. And indeed, working with Leah, wonderful vision journeys are going to be added to the Rune Path website, the Druid Forest School website, to meet the gods and goddesses of the ancient Irish and the ancient Norse, such wonderful faces of the divine, such wonderful beings on the threshold of the sacred. And you can go to my new Ogham Gods and Runes blog and subscribe to that, because a steady, almost avalanche of wonderful new offerings will come. And I think that is me moving from the period of illness that was Saturn K2, where certain ways of living I had to let go of because they'd been making me ill. But now me moving forward with my Grail, my Saturn container for the Pluto transformation power coming from the divine. So if you want a reading, go to the Star Wheel Astrology website, the buy a reading page, and have a look at all these other offerings. Thank you.